Okay, so our next topic for today is about inventory control in operation management. No, so inventory control is a planned approach of determining what to order, when to order, and how much to order, and how much to stock, so that costs associated with buying and storing are optimal without interrupting production and sales. In inventory, no, in inventory control, basic deals with these two issues, no? When should an order be placed, or the order level, and how much should be ordered, or the quantity. So these questions are answered by use of inventory models. No, the scientific inventory control system strike the balance between the loss due to non-availability of an item and cost of carrying the stock of an item. So scientific inventory control aims at maintaining optimum level of stocks of goods required by the company at a minimum cost to the company at the same time. So to give us more details about the inventory management control, so our presenter is Madam Galera.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, classmates. I am Bernadette M. Galera together with Miss Dayan Karandang to report our topic regarding inventory control or management. Let us first define inventory. Inventory generally refers to the materials in stock. It is also called the idle resource of an enterprise. Inventories represent those items which are either stock for sale, or they are in the process of manufacturing, or they are in the form of materials which are yet to be utilized. The interval between receiving the purchased parts and transforming them into final products varies from industries to industries depending upon the cycle time of manufacture. It is therefore necessary to hold inventories of various kinds to act as a buffer between supply and demand for efficient operation of the system. There are 6 reasons for keeping inventories. First is stabilized production. The demand for an item fluctuates because of the number of factors like seasonality and production schedule. The inventories like raw materials and components should be made available to the production as per the demand failing, which result in stock out, and the production stoppage takes place for want of materials. Hence, the inventory is kept to take care of this fluctuation so that the production is smooth. Second is to take advantage of price discounts. Usually, the manufacturers offer discount for bulk buying, and to gain this price advantage, the materials are bought in bulk even though it is not required immediately. Thus, inventory is maintained to gain economy in purchasing. Third is to meet the demand during the replenishment period. The lead time for procurement of materials depends upon many factors like location of the source, demand-supply condition, and others. So inventory is maintained to meet the demand during the procurement or replenishment period. Fourth is to prevent loss of orders or sales. In this competitive scenario, one has to meet the delivery schedules at 100% service level, means they cannot afford to miss the delivery schedule, which may result in loss of sales. To avoid, the organizations have to maintain inventory. Fifth is to keep pace with changing market conditions. The organizations have to anticipate the changing market sentiments, and they have to stock materials in anticipation of non-availability of materials or sudden increase in prices. Sixth, organizations must maintain inventory due to other reasons like suppliers' minimum quantity condition, seasonal availability of materials, or sudden increase in prices. So what is inventory control? Inventory control is a planned approach of determining what to order, when to order, and how much to order and how much to stock so that costs associated with buying and storing are optimal without interrupting production and sales. Here are the objectives of inventory control: to ensure adequate supply of products to customer and avoid shortages as far as possible, to make sure that the financial investment in inventories is minimum, efficient purchasing, storing, consumption, and accounting for materials is an important objective, to maintain timely record of inventories of all the items, and to maintain the stock within the desired limits, to ensure timely action for replenishment, to provide a reserve stock for variations in lead times of delivery of materials, and to provide a scientific base for both short-term and long-term planning of materials. Here are the benefits of inventory control. One is improvement in customers' relationship because of the timely delivery of goods and service. 2. Smooth and uninterrupted production and hence no stock out. 3. Efficient utilization of working capital. It helps in minimizing loss due to deterioration, obsolescence, damage, and pilferage. 4. Economy in purchasing. 5. Eliminates the possibility of duplicate ordering. There are 7 techniques of inventory control being used. One is the ABC analysis. In this analysis, the classification of existing inventory is based on annual consumption and the annual value of the items. Hence, we obtain the quantity of inventory item consumed during the year and multiply it by unit cost to obtain annual usage cost. The items are then arranged in the descending order of such annual usage cost. So, dito po sa first table natin, makikita natin dito, we have 10 items. Given din po ang annual demand for each item and then the unit cost. Para po makuha natin yung annual dollar value, we just multiply the annual demand and the unit cost. So, sa second table po natin, makikita naman po natin dito that we have rearranged already yung pong ating mga items from descending order. So, upon classification po, makikita po natin yung item number 8 na may pinakamataas pong annual dollar value was classified as item A, which is being of high value. So, sinasabi po dito, the control needed to be exercised at this item should be at the higher level of authority. So, yung atin naman pong item B, which is of being of moderate value, ang control daw pong kailangan naman dito should be exercised at a middle level of authority. And then, yung ating pong mga items that belongs to item C, being of low value, the control can be exercised at grassroots level of authority like by respective user department managers. So, the second technique is the HML analysis. In this analysis, the classification of existing inventory is based on unit price of the items. They are classified as high price, medium price, and low cost items. Number 3 is the VED analysis. In this analysis, the classification of existing inventory is based on criticality of the items. They are classified as vital, essential, and desirable items. It is mainly used in spare parts inventory. Number 4 is the FSN analysis. In this analysis, the classification of existing inventory is based on consumption of the items. They are classified as fast-moving, slow-moving, and non-moving items. Number 5 is the SDE analysis. In this analysis, the classification of existing inventory is based on the items itself. It classifies according to the scarcity of supply. Number 6 is the Gulf analysis. In this analysis, The classification of existing inventory is based sources of the items. They are classified as government supply, ordinarily available, local availability, and foreign source of supply items. Number 7 is the SOS analysis. In this analysis, the classification of existing inventory is based on the nature of supply of items. They are classified as seasonal and off-seasonal. We have our inventory model, or the economic order quantity, or the EOQ. Inventory models deal with idle resources like men, machines, money, and materials. These models are concerned with two decisions: how much to order or to purchase or produce, and when to order so as to minimize the total cost. For the first decision, how much to order, there are two basic costs that are being considered, namely inventory carrying cost and the ordering or acquisition cost. As the quantity ordered is increased, the inventory carrying cost increases, while the ordering cost decreases. The order quantity means the quantity produced or procured during one production cycle. Economic order quantity is calculated by balancing the two costs. Economic order quantity is that size of order which minimizes total cost of carrying and cost of ordering. There are two methods in determining our economic order quantity, or our EOQ, and these are the tabulation method or the trial and error, and the second one is the algebraic method or the analytical method. There are 5 steps in determination of EOQ by tabulation or trial and error. First, select the number of possible lot sizes to purchase. Second, determine average inventory carrying cost for the lot purchased. Third, determine the total ordering cost for the orders placed. Fourth, determine the total cost for each lot size chosen, which is the summation of inventory carrying cost and ordering cost. And then fifth, select the ordering quantity, which minimizes the total cost. Determination of EOQ by tabulation or trial and error is illustrated by illustration number 3. The XYZ Limited carries a wide assortment of items for its customers. One of its popular items has annual demand of 8,000 units. The ordering cost per order is found to be $12.5. The carrying cost of average inventory is 20% per year, and the cost per unit is $1. In this table, we have 6 options of number of orders per year, and we have also the lot sizes, which is the 8,000 units, which is the maximum. And then para po makuha natin yung ating average inventory, we just divide by half of our lot sizes. And then the carrying cost, given naman po siya, carrying cost is 20% per year of the average inventory. So 4,000 times 20% times $1 per unit cost is 800 for lot size of 8,000. And then the ordering cost is 12.5 for ordering once. So, kung order po tayo ng 2 beses, so times 2, lalabas po siya ng 25. And then, kung 4 na beses po siya tayong order in a year, so times 4 po, 12.5 times 4 is 50, and so on. So, para makuha naman po natin yung total cost per year for each lot size, so i-add lang po natin yung ating carrying cost at saka ordering cost. So, pagkatapos po natin silang mai-add lahat, makikita na po natin dito what lot size and the number of orders per year ang magbibigay po sa atin ng pinakang maliit na total cost. So, makikita po natin dito ang lot size po na 1,000 units na kinakailangan po natin i-order ng 8 times in a year. Yun po yung pinakamaliit na total cost per year. So, yun po, para po makuha natin siya, ang ating EOQ by trial and error method. So, in determination of EOQ by analytical method, we have the following assumptions. One is demand is known and uniform. 2. Let D denotes the total number of units purchased or produced, and Q denotes the lot size in each production run. 3. Shortages are not permitted. Example, as soon as the level of the inventory reaches 0, the inventory is replenished. 4 is production or supply of commodity is instantaneous. 5. Lead time is 0. 6. Setup cost per production run or procurement cost is C3. Inventory carrying cost is C1 equals to CI, where C is the unit cost and I is called inventory carrying cost, expressed as a percentage of the value of the average inventory. Determination of EOQ by analytical method is illustrated by illustration number 5, where a manufacturing company purchased 9,000 parts of a machine for its annual requirements, ordering for a month usage at a time. Each part cost 20 rupee. The ordering cost per order is 15 rupee, and carrying charges are 15% of the average inventory per year. So here are the given data. Number of lubricants to be purchased, or D, equals 9,000 parts per year. Cost of part is equal to 20 rupee. Procurement cost, or the C3, equals to 15 rupee per order. Inventory carrying cost, or the C1 equals CI, is equals to 15% of average inventory per year, which is 20 times 15% equals to 3 rupee per each part per year. So to get the optimal quantity, we have our formula of a square root of 2 times procurement cost times total number of units purchased or procured divided by the carrying cost, which is 2 times 15 times 9,000 divided by 3 equals to 300 units. So that is our optimal quantity. To get our optimum order interval, so optimal quantity divided by the number of units to be purchased in years. So 300 units divided by 9,000 equals to 1 over 30 years. So to get our interval in days, we have to multiply 1 over 30 times 365 days equals 122 days. So we have the optimum order interval of 122 days. To get our minimum average cost, we have the formula of square root of 2 times procurement cost times total number units purchased times the carrying cost, which is equal to square root of 2 times 3 times 15 times 9,000, which equals to 900 rupee. So, ito po yung magiging minimum average cost natin. So, sinasabi po dito, if the company follows the policy of ordering every month, then the annual ordering cost is, so dito po, kung mayroon po tayong ordering cost na 15 rupee per order, we have to multiply it by 12 months. So, magkakaroon po tayo ng 180 rupee our ordering cost in a year. Para po makuha naman natin ang ating lot size of inventory each month, so we have the total number units purchased divided by 12 months equals to 750. So, to get our average inventory at any time, we have to divide naman po ng ating quantity or the lot size inventory divided by 2, which is 750 divided by 2 equals 375. So we have the average inventory at any time of 375. So para po makuha natin ang ating carrying cost at any time, so 375 times the carrying cost, or the 3 rupee per each part per year. So we have 375 times 3 equals 1,125 rupee. Yun na po yung ating carrying cost. So para po makuha natin yung total annual cost, add po natin ating carrying cost na 1,125 at ang ating ordering cost na 180. So hence, the company should purchase 300 parts of time interval of 1/30 year instead of ordering 750 parts each month. The net savings of the company will be 405 per year. So yun po yung ating sample illustration to get our EOQ by analytical method. So yun lang po at maraming salamat po.
Okay, so of course, once again, as what our presenter mentioned, no, about the inventory, no, control. So we need to consider to ensure, no, the adequate supply of products to customers and avoid shortage as far as possible, no. So we need also to make sure that the financial investment in inventories is minimum. To see that the working capital is blocked to the minimum possible extent. Yeah, efficient purchasing, storing, consumption, and accounting for materials is an important objective. Another idea for inventory control is to maintain timely record of inventories of all items and to maintain the stock within the desired limits. Ensure timely action for replenishment is important. Provide us reserve stock for variation in lead times for delivery of materials, and provide scientific base, no, for both short-term and long-term planning of materials. Because some of the benefits of an inventory control, of course, is established fact that through the practice of scientific inventory control, it can improve in customers' relationship because of timely delivery of goods and service, as our presenter mentioned. No? Smooth and interrupted production, enhanced no stock out, efficient utilization of working capital. It helps, of course, in minimizing loss due to deterioration, obsolescence, damage, and pilferage. No? Economy in purchasing, and eliminates the possibility of duplicating order. Okay, so in any organization, depending on the type of business, inventory is maintained, right? When the number of items in inventory is large and then large amount of money is needed to create such inventory, it becomes the concern of the management to have a poorer control over its ordering, procurement, maintenance, and consumption. So the control can be ordered and order quality and order frequency. So that is a techniques of an inventory control. Okay, so that's it for the topic.